My dad ended up living in the streets here in San Diego, you know, still doing drugs and still, you know, putting his time and the things that he wanted to do into that. And so, you know, I seen that, you know what I mean? I seen that process of just being tore down and basically being brought down to the bottom, you know what I mean? And the way that drugs and starting off at a young age really took a toll on their life, you know what I'm saying? I seen it always led to a dead end, you know what I mean?
I can still see the light at the end of the tunnel shine through the dark times, even when I lose my mind. But it feels like no one in the world is listening, and I can't ever seem to make the right decisions. I walk around in the same haze, I'm still caught in my same ways. I'm losing time in these strange days, but somehow I always know the right things to say.
I would just say, man, I mean, you gotta look around you and you gotta definitely look and see what the effects that drugs has on people, you know what I mean? Not only look around and see if you know anybody that's positive. Just because you think they might be cool doesn't mean they're cool at all, you know what I'm saying? I know a billion times more people that are cooler that don't do drugs than people that do drugs, you know what I mean? It just comes down to knowing if you got the strength inside, you know what I'm saying? And knowing who, if you want to have, you know, respect or self-respect for yourself, that's what it comes down to. Thing is, for me, like, I never really had peer pressure, like of any of my homies saying, "Hey, dude, you need to try this," because I had real homies. You know what I'm saying? That, like, if they even offered that to me and I said no, and then they'll understand straight up. So if you got people that are like telling you got to try this, and they're actually like making you feel whack about not doing it, then those ain't your homies anyways. You know what I'm saying? And those are the people you're gonna forget about in 2 or 3 years from now when you're out of high school and junior high or whatever. Those guys fall by the wayside. The true homies are the ones you can catch like a natural high on, and you can do those little natural things and feel the same vibe. Those are the homies that stick around.
Last day of the rest of my life, I wish I would've known, cause I didn't kiss my mama goodbye. I didn't tell her that I loved her, how much I cared. I thank my pops for all the talks and all the wisdom he shared. Unaware, I just did what I always do. Every day the same routine before I skate off to school. But who knew that this day wasn't like the rest? Instead of taking the test, I took 2 to the chest.
And all my friends that really got into surfing and skating, that was more of an outlet for us to like not get into trouble, because we were so consumed.
It's like we looked for things to get into that, you know, that didn't hurt ourselves and didn't hurt people around us, and you know, and we were cooler than the people that were doing drugs.
We hugged, whatever it was, I know it's because we are the youth of the nation.
We actually called it, dude, I'm on a natural. I'm gonna go catch a natural today, and it was like whether it was surfing or whether it was a little road trip, you know, we're jumping on our bikes and just cruising around the town.
Those are the things to me that definitely, I know for a fact, kept me out of, you know, ever even wanting to try like drugs or do anything like that, because I was just so motivated into being better at surfing or skating, or just finding that natural flavor, you know what I mean? Then it was like we got older and the music came, and it was like once we started playing shows, it was like you didn't want to be whack, so we just rehearsed every single day in our garage. It was like we didn't have time to party, dude. It was like I want to try to get this riff down. It just kind of brought me to another path, you know what I mean? And music, you know, especially the kind of music we play, there's a lot of aggression you get out, and you get to do it all, you know what I mean? So, you know, I've been blessed, for sure, there's no doubt about it. And I think it's really important, whether it be sports, you know, if that's your thing, or if it's doing something like riding waves or just skating with your buddies, I think the main thing is camaraderie. You gotta be with some bros, you know what I mean? You gotta have a group of people that you know enjoy the same thing. And
so you just gotta listen to your heart and know that you're better than that, and you know, why do it? If they're tempting you with that stuff, man, they're not the ones for you, they're just tearing you down. It's like you're cool without doing it. Don't let anybody tell you anything different, you know what I mean?
If you're hard and you're dope and you're cool and you know it, then you're gonna be able to say no. That's the bottom line.